Hey y'all, it's Josh again, back with another commentary, recap, overview type of video on my road to $1 million challenge. I started about 1 month ago by the time part 30 came around. And on that note, this video will be covering parts 31 to 40 of that challenge. So let's begin once again where we left off with the last commentary video with part 31. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the road to $1 million by the time I'm scheduled to graduate college in May 2028, part 31. Today is Monday, the 22nd of July, 2024, and let's go over our profit and loss. So, start off the day with a little bit of futures trading. I had a decent trade to start with, but I left a lot of money on the table, and that turns out that it's my main problem. I have good setups that would cover all my losses if I let them fully play out, but I moved my stop up too early, but I'm getting over that, so don't worry. Anyways, though, I lost $387.50 in my PA account from some poor trades that I made after that one, and my investment in crypto portfolio went up $16.15, which is today's profit and loss total. But that puts our challenge profit and loss of plus $29.13 and our challenge progress to 0.002918% of the way to $1 million. Also, y'all watch out for that upcoming commentary video on my YouTube on parts 11 through 20. So make sure you check that out, links in bio. And that being said, stay tuned. See y'all next time. The day of part 31 was a pretty good day for me, at least in terms of how productive I was for the day, especially compared to my piss poor performance from the previous week. But despite those losses I took while trading futures that morning, I was actually glad to have gotten the experience, surprisingly. And I even started finding trading fun, like a game, which is the first time that happened for me in the past 6 to 8 months I've started when I was 18. And that's a step in the right direction, I think, because it takes away the kind of emotional aspects of it, at least for me. And I had gotten over a lot of my trading anxiety, pinpointed the reason why I kept losing money over the past month, which is that I simply don't let what would be my smash hit trades play out to be smash hits, because I keep prematurely moving my stop up or down depending on whether I'm making a long or a short. And I wasn't able to fit it in the video, but I did make a handful of calls to local cash buyers, and none of them answered though. But not nearly as many as I had wanted to, because the application I was going to use to generate tons of leads and find properties to get deals from PropStream was down for maintenance at the time when I had the chance to actually make those cold calls. So I ended the day really feeling like I was getting somewhere trading wise and even wholesaling wise, and I knew that if I kept that attitude of momentum going, I'll be making big moves before I even knew it. That aside, let's go over part 32. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the road to $1 million by the time I'm scheduled to graduate college in May 2028, part 32. Today is Tuesday, the 23rd of July, 2024, and let's go over our profit and loss of the day. So I started off with a little bit of futures trading, lost about $500 from 2 trades that I took, not so good, and my investment in crypto portfolio lost $19.70. I had to pay $1 for the 7-day free trial of PropStream. Don't know how that works, but I added 3 cash buyers to my wholesaling list, which is very good. And I had to pay $100 for this trading group that I'm in, which brings today's profit and loss to minus $120.70. And our challenge profit and loss back in the red at minus $104.55. And our challenge progress to minus 0.010455% of the way to $1 million. And also, while I was going through some drawers, I found these old phones and the signed Fats Domino photos. So I'm going to try and sell some of those this week. And yeah, stay tuned and see y'all next time. Peace. Yeah, this part got me back in the red for the challenge.
Here we are again. Here we are again.
Wait, it's all good because I knew something that y'all actually didn't at the time. I knew I was going to get my next paycheck from my job with my mom on Friday. So these expenses and the ones that I would have in the near future would be covered and then some by that paycheck. So I wasn't really stressing. Also, before I made those 5 calls to cash buyers buying in my area, I had wasted almost 3 hours for no reason besides just being afraid of the potential rejection and failure that they would present me with. But here's the thing. It really wasn't so bad or nearly as bad as my mind had made it out to be when I was actually making the calls, at least not as bad as the last time I made some calls where I was getting all clammy in that. And I wrote in my journal that night, and I quote, "Don't be afraid of rejection or failure. It holds you back in your trading and your sales abilities, which also translates into your abilities to talk to people and network, by the way. And there is no way around it, so go through the fear, and if you fail, embrace it and learn. You've come too far to chicken out now." I mean, it's true though, as cliche as it might sound. Also, when I was trading futures that morning, my first and biggest loss of the day was on gold futures. And it high-key pissed me off because had I put my stop loss just 40 cents higher, bro, my trade would have fully played out and then some for a $900 gainer. So yeah, very disappointing, but it happens. It's part of the game, remember? But it was with this that I learned that I need to loosen my stops and consider downsizing, maybe by trading micros, have more control over exactly how big my position size is. Despite my admittedly subpar performance, especially in trading, I can't help but feel that I'm just like a few steps or a few clicks or just a few calls away from getting that big break I need to really get somewhere in this challenge. All that yap over here's how part 33 went. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the road to $1 million by the time I'm scheduled to graduate college in May 2028, part 33. Today is Wednesday, the 24th of July, 2024, and let's go over our profit and loss for the day. So I started off the day with, once again, a little bit of futures trading, but this time I took this trade, which fully played out for the whole $700. I mean, it was perfect execution, all that, and yeah, 700 on the PA. So that happened, but the market kind of shattered itself bad today. So my investment in crypto portfolio lost $59.15. which brings our challenge profit and loss to minus $163.70 and our challenge progress to minus 0.01637% of the way to $1 million. Also, I found these phones and this Burger King clock while I was going through some drawers, so those are hopefully going to sell. And yeah, stay tuned and see y'all next time. Peace. So I feel I definitely could have performed better on the day that this part was filmed, July 24th. I started off good with the trades, and I even made a couple of calls to some cash buyers, but I didn't call any sellers or research any crypto like I wanted to. Partly because I didn't have any scripts or contracts ready for my wholesaling stuff, but also because I was binging Neon Genesis Evangelion. But that shit pissed me off though, because I was feeling it at first, like some Power Rangers, Attack on Titan type vibes, but the ending, in my opinion, was shit. Like, it was just confusing and out of nowhere to me, for real. And it was probably the most disappointing ending I've seen in an anime. Now that little nerd rant is over, the futures trade that I took was actually pretty lucky, but not for the reasons y'all might think. So while I was still in that trade, I wanted to move my stop down to trail, but TradingView glitched out and didn't register it, which was actually a godsend, because if I had moved my stops where I wanted to in the moment, I would have left like $350 on the table, which is precisely why my account had been eating shit for the past month. The setup was perfect though. And also it was on this day that I considered looking into making little 1-minute trading recaps in the mornings on days that I do trading to get some extra content out, as well as start to post all my short form videos on Snapchat too. Because I heard through the grapevine that Snapchat spotlight check hits big, like way bigger than TikTok's. I'll still keep posting on TikTok though, don't worry. Anyways, here comes part 34. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the road to $1 million by the time I'm scheduled to graduate college in May 2028, part 34. Today is Thursday, the 25th of July, 2024. Let's go over our profit and loss for the day. So the entire day I had to wake up early and I was at work with my mom all day. So I just got back. It's currently 10:26 p.m. at the time I'm filming this, so can't really do much. But my investment in crypto portfolio got $3.11, which is today's total profit and loss, which brings our challenge profit and loss to minus $160.59. And our challenge progress to minus 0.016059% of the way to $1 million. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got to say for today. Nothing much went on. So stay tuned and see y'all next time. Peace. Like I said in the video, nothing really eventful or noteworthy went on in part 34 that was relevant to the challenge. I had to wake up at like 6:30 in the morning and got back at about 10:30 p.m. working with my mom, so I wasn't able to trade or make any wholesaling calls, but I did take a heavenly 2-hour nap, which was nice. But then again, that's not really related to the challenge. That's pretty much all there is to say about the day of part 34, so let's go on to part 35. What's up, y'all? It's been a hot second, but welcome back to the road to $1 million by the time I graduate college in May 2028, part 35. So this video is going to cover what happened on Friday, the 26th of July, 2024. So let's go over that profit and loss. So I turned in some of those phones for $61 at the Eco ATM that you usually find at Walmarts and stuff. And I got my $350 paycheck from working, but I had to pay the $10.93 fee for CapCut, and I also had to pay $105 to keep my PA account on Apex activated. But my investment in crypto portfolio also got $28.13, and that puts our daily profit and loss to plus $323.20, bringing us back out of the red and putting our challenge profit and loss to plus $162.61, and our challenge progress is 0.01626% of the way to $1 million. Stay tuned and see y'all next time. Part 35 was a lot more eventful than part 34. I started off with a little bit of trading like I said in the video, but it really didn't go too well because my limit order literally let price action phase through it. And it didn't fill where I could have secured some profits. Not only that, but after price bounced off of the level where I had set my limit entry and moved up how I wanted it to, I set a market order, but then when that filled, my Wi-Fi went out for a few minutes, and when I came back, the trade was just like fully cooked. I did mitigate the loss to only $150 from the full $275 I could have lost though, which was I guess good, but then again at the same time, had my Wi-Fi not went out, I could have made some money instead of lost some, but it is what it is, man. Also, when I went to go turn in those phones at the Eco ATM in a Walmart in my area, I actually started making some small talk with some strangers about the rain. It was raining pretty heavily at the time, which is one of the first times I had purposely made some small talk with strangers on my own accord in a long time. It shows me that I'm beginning to let go of those really introverted qualities I carried for so long, which is good. The kiosk tried to give me only $1 for like an old BlackBerry I had, a BlackBerry phone, which sort of pissed me off because I knew that they could do better than that. So I just decided to sell the rest of my phones somewhere else, probably on like Facebook Marketplace. So yeah, part 34 was pretty cool, also considering how I got out of the red again with that paycheck and my investment and crypto portfolio going up. And one more thing, I wasn't able to upload part 35 the day after part 34 because my phone had ran pretty much all the way out of its 64 gigabytes of storage. And all the apps that I hadn't offloaded or deleted were all necessary to like the functioning of the phone and, you know, my day-to-day life. So that also explains why the video itself looks a little bit different, because I have to, at least until I get another phone, film on my computer like I have now. All that aside, here's part 36. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the road to $1 million by the time I'm scheduled to graduate college, May 2028, part 36. This video is going to cover what happened on Saturday, the 27th of July, 2024. So let's go over our weekly profit and loss. So on Sunday, the 21st, I lost $94.75. On the 22nd, which was Monday, I gained $16.15. On Tuesday, the 23rd, I lost $120.70. On Wednesday, the 24th, I lost $59.15. On Thursday, the 25th, I gained $3.11. On the 26th, which was Friday, I gained $323.50. And on Saturday, the 27th, I lost $5.47 from my crypto, which brings the weekly profit and loss to plus $62.59, or 69 cents rather. And our challenge profit and loss to plus $157.14. And the challenge progress is 0.015714% of the way to $1 million. Stay tuned and see y'all next time. Peace. The day of part 36 was kind of a weird day because I was busy all day with cleaning around the house, talking to family, and doing some errands, but I still feel that I could have better managed my time, despite all the things I was working on having been necessary. Near the end of the day, I started to think about why really am I trying to do all this? Why really am I trying to get $1 million? Over the past couple of days, I've been seeing a bunch of videos on cool car reviews that are like luxury car reviews and that, and people in their luxury apartments, and it got me super hyped. But why? Because I thought it was cool and I wanted to do and have those things. Well, obviously, but what for? To show off? Just to have them? To prove something? I mean, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure of the answer right now, but I'm sure that as I continue along this journey, I'll find it somewhere. But that being said, let's go for part 37. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the road to $1 million by the time I'm scheduled to graduate college, May 2028, part 37. Today is Sunday, the 28th of July, 2024. And let's go over our profit and loss. So the only thing that really happened was that my crypto portfolio gained $6.06, which puts our day's profit and loss to that same amount, and our challenge profit and loss to plus $163.20. My goals for the upcoming week are to actually complete my first wholesaling deal and to at least get rid of the drawdown on my futures PA account, which means I have to get to 50,100 at least to stop drawdown from killing my PA account. So we'll see how that goes, and stay tuned and see y'all next time. Peace. The day of part 37 was pretty good. I finally got a hold of the contracts I needed to start wholesaling, which are the purchase and sale agreement, assignment of contract agreement, and cancellation of contract agreement contract. So I got a really good feeling that my first wholesale deal would come up in the upcoming week. Also, can we talk about how bad uploading videos are on social media by desktop is? Minus YouTube, of course. But like, the features are so much worse or harder to get to, and the experience is overall worse in my opinion. but it is what it is. I also withdrew like $600 from my Webull options account that I was initially using for options plays, but since I'm focusing on futures now and I need cash pretty bad, I'm not very liquid right now. I plan to use that $600 for prop stream stuff, more funded accounts, and some other stuff, since when I get paid with that, I can just put the $600 back into Webull and then some if I want to start doing options again. That aside, let's go over part 38. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the road to $1 million by the time I'm scheduled to graduate college in May 2028. And this video is going to cover what happened on part 38, which was Monday, the 29th of July, 2024. So I started off that day with a little bit of futures trading, and I did lose just like a little bit of money, but it was actually pretty good because I had a loss followed by a win. So it took out most of the loss, and you know, the 50-50 thing is actually a pretty good statistic for me right now, seeing how much I lose. That's besides the point. But my investment in crypto portfolio lost $8.86, which is the day's profit and loss, and the challenge profit and loss is plus $154.35, and our challenge progress is 0.015435% of the way to $1 million. Stay tuned and see y'all next time. In part 38, I actually got a couple good things done. I had a pretty decent start to my trading week. Now, while it was a 50-50 with a minor loss, that's better than what I had been doing for the past month now, and I learned while doing it, which is an improvement. I also started to put together my own script for sellers for wholesaling, and lately it's just been feeling like there's not enough hours in the day for me to do everything I need to do, because I've been taking minimal breaks, or at least it feels that way, but maybe I just need to work a little harder, make just a couple more good decisions. I don't know, but I am definitely applying myself way more than I did even just like 2 months ago. So I am getting somewhere. Now, let's go over part 39. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the road to $1 million. By the time I'm scheduled to graduate college in May 2028. And this video is going to cover what happened on Tuesday, the 30th of July, 2024, which was part 39. So, started off the day once again with a little bit of futures trading, but I overplayed an NQ play and lost $700. That was honestly just like an amateur mistake, my fault. And my investment in crypto portfolio lost $2.63. I had to pay $4.33 for a book I have to read for school, which puts our day's profit and loss to minus $6.69. And our challenge profit and loss is plus $147.66, and our challenge progress is 0.014766% way to $1 million. Also, I found these cameras while rummaging through some stuff in some drawers, so, you know, we're going to see if those can sell too. So, yeah, stay tuned and see y'all next time. Peace. In this part, I got another good amount of stuff done. I finally finished my seller cold calling script for wholesaling, went to some classes for trading and wholesaling and some discords that I'm in, and I did a couple other things as well. But I did make that shit trade on NQ. I mean, it was overall just pretty amateur because I used a bearish flag pattern, which if you don't know is a trading signal that looks something like this. And I expected a bullish movement from it after the final bounce, and I set a stop way too wide for my account size, a 50K account, so I got my shit just burned. I only had about $500 left of drawdown before my PA account got fully stripped from me, so I really had to lock in. But at the same time though, there was a small part of me that kind of wanted to get rid of the 50K account to switch to a 100K account. That way I could risk more capital and make more money when I do trades. Over the past couple of days prior to part 39, I had been feeling somewhat lazy because I would take 2-hour-long breaks between like 3 hours of work. And I came to terms with the fact that I'm the type of person who needs breaks in between working periods. But those breaks need to be no longer than like 25 minutes apiece and should happen after at least 2 hours of focused work each. Unless, of course, I completed the task I set out for myself. So I guess I'll see how that goes for me and update y'all as I do it. Now for the final part being covered in this video, part 40. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the road to $1 million by the time I'm scheduled to graduate college in May 2028. And this video is going to cover what happened yesterday, which was Wednesday, the 31st of July, 2024, which was part 40. So my investment in crypto portfolio actually went up a lot, and I made $55.72. which puts the day's profit and loss of that same amount, and the challenge profit and loss of plus $203.11. I also made $500 on the PA account, of course, off of a good crude oil play. So that was also very nice. Got some good trading experience. And our challenge progress is 0.020311% of the way to $1 million. Stay tuned and see y'all next time. Peace. In part 40, that crude oil trade I took was very nice. And I mean, the entry, which I used a limit order as opposed to a market order to get rid of hesitation, was perfect. My trailing technique was great. and the $500 payout was pretty good as well. I also got that digital camera I found working, so now I can take those Chief Keef era flicks, which is cool. I caught up on parts 38 and 39 of the challenge on this day, but I didn't get to finishing the editing and posting of the commentary videos on parts 11 through 20 or parts 21 through 30, mainly because I procrastinated once again, something I've been struggling with for a long time now. But I am getting better overall, and that's what matters. My internet also went out completely from about 6 to 11 p.m, which sucked, and it's part, not all, I'm not trying to make excuses, of the reason why I didn't upload part 40 on the day that it happened. Now, beyond all the other commentary and like everything before this part, let's go over some things I learned throughout parts 31 through 40. So first, I learned a lot more about trading through actually doing it more consistently. And while I still kind of suck at it right now, once again, I can feel myself getting better the more I do it, even when I lose, because I learned something, just even if it's a little bit, every time that I lose. And trading as a whole has really gotten me to better adopt that idea that failure is one of the key components to growth and success. I mean, think about it for a second. Why are we so scared of the capabilities of AI? It's because it tries, fails, and fails, and keeps iterating over and over and over, learning more and more about what it's doing every time and where it can get better until it masters the task at hand, even surpassing human capabilities. Now, as much as I'd like to say I do that sort of trying, failing, and improving thing just like AI does, I'd be lying. Because sometimes I try, fail, and make the same mistake over and over again, multiple times even. Like how I sometimes fall into doom scrolling for longer than I should be, and sometimes I don't even try at something at all because I'm afraid of failure. Like when I struggle to meet and talk to strangers and new people out of anxiety that they won't like me or something like that, or at least how I used to do that. And basically what I'm trying to say is that I still have to fully come to terms with failure being necessary for success, and trading has helped me do that. Also, I learned a lot more and got better at cold calling, once again by actually doing it. And Confucius said, "Knowledge without practice is useless, and practice without knowledge is dangerous." Look at me quoting people now, y'all. But anyways, I think that we should all take in Confucius's quote, because I, for one, have experienced firsthand the sort of analysis paralysis, as it's called, where I would overwhelm myself with the knowledge about a subject or business idea, but wouldn't actually do it out of fear, doubt, or whatever mental block I presented myself with. And one of the worst parts of it was that I would actually trick myself into thinking that I was getting somewhere with it by researching more about it or telling someone else, most often my mom, about how I wanted to do it and how I was researching, but once again, I wouldn't actually make a significant start. It's like watching film, taking notes, and talking to professionals and coaches about a sport you want to play or want to learn to play, but never even practicing it yourself. It doesn't make sense, right? So I came to the conclusion that if you really want to do something, you can't expect to barely even dip your toe in the water and have it magically get done at once. You gotta get in a step at a time, even if those steps are small. And before you know it, you'll be ankle, then knee, then hip, then chest, and neck deep before you know it. Well, that's about all I had for y'all in this video. So tell me what y'all thought. Like, subscribe, share, check out my socials, link in the description and in my bio and all that good stuff. And of course, stay tuned. See y'all next time. Peace.